Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network for tonight's presentation of Heartland Championship Wrestling. It is a pay-per-view night here in the Heartland, and we are coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, with the presentation of the Heartland pay-per-view Screaming for Vengeance. It is a big night as the superstars of the Patriot Championship Wrestling Federation and Heartland Ladies Wrestling come together to bring you tonight's show. And since it is a pay-per-view night, all 8 matches will be here live from the Dave Cave on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Our main event this evening will be for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, and we will see Ted DiBiase, the reigning and defending world champion, face off against the man who won the Buckeye Bowl on New Year's Day, none other than Bryan Danielson. Should be a good main event. We'll also see the NWA World Tag Team Championship on the line as the champions, the New Age Outlaws, defend against the team of Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack. And with that, we will get things started with tonight's opening matchup as we say hello to Miho Burns and Mark Ferguson in the chat room. Welcome, gentlemen. It is good to see you folks here tonight from the Dave Cave as your one-legged ring announcer, or your one-legged broadcaster, brings you all of tonight's action. Kamala2111, welcome, and after further review with Steve Towers. So welcome one and all to the Dave Cave for tonight's action. And for those of you who don't follow my Facebook page or my life events in great detail, 2 weeks ago I broke a bone in my left foot, so I am on crutches and otherwise in good shape to do tonight's broadcast. A few more weeks of a one-legged life is what lies in store for me, but it is good to be here, and it is good to be on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Your opening contest for tonight is tag team action. This is a no disqualification grudge match. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 269 pounds, collectively known as the Twisted Sisters, we present to you Thunder Rosa and HOLIDEAD. And these two are tremendously hated around the Heartland as a result of the dirty deeds they did to former Heartland Ladies champion KLEIN. And KLEIN has been on the warpath for these two and has finally recruited herself a top-notch tag team partner for tonight's contest. So their opponents, first coming to the ring from Cincinnati, Ohio, 5'10", 171 pounds. This is KLEIN, and her tag team partner out of Washington, D.C., making her Heartland Ladies Wrestling debut, 5'8", 180 pounds. This is TRISH ADORA. TRISH ADORA, and if you've not seen her, she is something spectacular. She is a powerhouse. Coming from a military background, got into the sport of professional wrestling, and she is athletic and double tough and a powerhouse indeed. So KLEIN has chosen her allies wisely, but the team of Thunder Rosa and HOLIDEAD, the Twisted Sisters, always has a trick up their collective sleeves. So this should be a slobber knocker to open the show here tonight, as the participants are ready. And it will be KLEIN starting things off against HOLIDEAD, the two principals in this feud, wanting to go at each other from the get-go. And the opening initiative role is won by HOLIDEAD. HOLIDEAD coming out quickly with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes KLEIN, and on a roll of 6, she drops down. Kelly comes off the ropes the opposite way, drops down again, and finally on a roll of 4, it is HOLIDEAD who drops the head too early. Kelly comes off with a big elbow smash to the back of the head, and HOLIDEAD is down very quickly. Kelly moving in and immediately pitches HOLIDEAD out of the ring. Out of the ring we go, and they are going to mix it up big time here in this grudge match. And for the first occasion, it is going to be Kelly coming out of the ring, grabbing HOLIDEAD by the back of the head and slamming her head first into the ring post. HOLIDEAD already feeling the wrath of KLEIN here in Toronto. And as they come back into the ring, it is KLEIN with a fall-away slam that takes HOLIDEAD down to the canvas. HOLIDEAD is down. Tag to TRISH ADORA. We're going to see a double team here in the early going. And we see a bone-crunching double clothesline delivered by Trish and Kelly. And HOLIDEAD once again is down. HOLIDEAD is taking a beating here in the opening part of this match. And now TRISH ADORA is going to pitch HOLIDEAD out of the ring. Here we go again. And once again, it is TRISH ADORA coming out and taking to the fight to HOLIDEAD with a series of blows to the lower abdomen. And then Trish just takes HOLIDEAD and rams her back first into the ring apron as HOLIDEAD hits hard. Thunder Rosa anxious to try and get mixed up in this match, but the challengers have got HOLIDEAD in bad shape here so far. And now action out of the ring will continue. We'll not yet go to the shenanigans charge. But now it is HOLIDEAD who turns the tables. HOLIDEAD grabs TRISH ADORA and reverses an Irish whip and sends Trish slamming back first into the steel security railing at ringside. And that steel railing is unforgiving. And now action will continue outside the ring. And this time it is TRISH ADORA trying to retaliate. And HOLIDEAD just throws Trish back into the ring and tags in her teammate Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa in control now against TRISH ADORA. And Thunder Rosa goes for La Rosa. This is a pinning move. The pin roll is 3 or lower. And on a roll of 4, she almost got her. How about that? Thunder Rosa coming right out and just trying to end this match right from the get-go. Thunder Rosa follows up, and now it is Rosa who is going to pitch Trish out of the ring. And Trish is going to be ready for the brawl on the arena floor, but it is Thunder Rosa this time with a kick to the lower abdomen followed by a DDT onto the ring floor that leaves TRISH ADORA stunned. And Rosa now is going to go for La Rosa once again. The pin roll here is 4 or lower. And again, TRISH ADORA is able to kick out. But now it's going to be the Twisted Sisters, Thunder Rosa and HOLIDEAD, attempting some double team magic. And on a roll of 8, it is an awesome double neck breaker. Delivered by the Twisted Sisters, TRISH ADORA is down. KLEIN desperate to get tagged back into this match, but HOLIDEAD is in control with a big leg drop onto the apron. And that stuns TRISH ADORA. Trish finally showing signs of life, but HOLIDEAD's on her. She's going to attempt a vertical suplex, is HOLIDEAD. That is a choice C maneuver, so she'll need a roll of 7 or lower to complete that. And on a roll of 6, up, over, and down to the canvas hard goes TRISH ADORA. HOLIDEAD in control. Trish again slow to get to her feet, and this time it is a big spine buster delivered by HOLIDEAD. TRISH ADORA is down. Here comes another tag and another double team by the Twisted Sisters. And this time it is an awesome double neck breaker up and down hard across the knees of both ladies. Goes TRISH ADORA, and she is hurting. Thunder Rosa now in control. And now they're going to go out of the ring again. Still no shenanigans as of yet. We need a roll of 8 or higher on the shenanigans roll to get to that table. And instead we are going to see both ladies mixing it up on the arena floor, battling back and forth. Thunder Rosa with a knee to the gut grabs the hair of TRISH ADORA and just pulls her over backwards and slams her down back of the head against the ring steps. And TRISH ADORA once again is stunned. Thunder Rosa now going to keep the action out of the ring. And now it is time to go to the shenanigans chart. Out of the ring again. And it is going to be the foreign object chart. What is going to happen with this foreign object is Thunder Rosa and TRISH ADORA are on the arena floor. Each is going to have to roll a gut check roll. And the roll for Trish is 0, and the roll for Thunder Rosa is 3. So Thunder Rosa wins control of the foreign object and blasts Trish ADORA with that foreign object. That is going to cost Trish another point of fatigue, and at 3 points of fatigue, she is busted open. And there is no disqualification in this match, so we won't need to roll for a DQ, as Thunder Rosa and HOLIDEAD have taken control here. And now out of the ring we go once again. And this time it is Thunder Rosa who is going to take a foreign object again, that same foreign object, and score another blow to Trish ADORA. Double team coming up now by the sisters, and it is a double team DDT onto the mat. That is going to cost Trish another point of fatigue. Trish ADORA is taking a beating here tonight as we say hello to Salvador, America. Here's another big ring leg drop on the ring apron by HOLIDEAD. Now Trish is rolling out of the ring, and we are going back to the shenanigans charts. And this time, once again, it will be the foreign object chart. It looks like Thunder Rosa had a small slapjack that she brought to the ring, and we're going to go to the gut check roll once again. And Trish ADORA is in trouble, so she's going to have trouble on these gut check rolls. And again, it is HOLIDEAD who wins the gut check roll, grabs the slapjack, and wails on Trish ADORA yet again. She is in all kinds of trouble here. Another leg drop on the apron. Trish ADORA desperate to try and get out and make a tag, as HOLIDEAD levels Trish with a bicycle kick. Trish unable to get out and make a tag, as HOLIDEAD comes in and tries another vertical suplex. She'll need 7 or lower to complete that, and this time Trish ADORA finally is able to power out of that suplex attempt, and it is Trish who comes back with a judo throw and takes HOLIDEAD down to the canvas, and finally Trish is able to make the tag. Boy, Trish took a pounding, but KLEIN is in the ring now, and she is ready to go to battle. Here is a big clothesline delivered to HOLIDEAD. HOLIDEAD's going to fire right back. She gets up and delivers a big spine buster on KLEIN. HOLIDEAD going for the quick pin. The roll is snake eyes, but oh, KLEIN just kicks out of that one, as HOLIDEAD got her with a spine buster. And now another leg drop on the apron. KLEIN slow to get to her feet. Tag to Thunder Rosa. Rosa comes in with a lung blower, driving her knees into the back of KLEIN. Rosa follows that up with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes KLEIN, and oh, on a roll of 11. It is a big double knee smash by Thunder Rosa that puts Kelly down to the canvas. Thunder Rosa follows that up. Out of the ring we go again. Again, we will go to the shenanigans chart, and this time it is going to be a brawl on the arena floor, as both ladies are brawling their way into the crowd. This is going to be decided by the gut check roll. Both these ladies are fresh. But again, it is Thunder Rosa who wins the gut check roll. And she just drove KLEIN face first into the steel security railing. And that is going to cost Kelly a point of fatigue. If this were a normal match, we'd be rolling a count-out roll. But there are no count-outs in this grudge match, as the action continues. And Thunder now has Kelly trapped in a kneeling gory special, a painful submission hold for Kelly. She'll get submitted on a roll of 4 or lower. She's not going to give it up. But Kelly now showing signs of fatigue in her own, as the Twisted Sisters have dominated this contest. Tag to HOLIDEAD. Another double team coming, and this time it is a double neck breaker, just dumping Kelly onto the back of her head in the center of the ring. HOLIDEAD in control. And now Darkness Falls is coming up. This is HOLIDEAD's finisher, and it is a +2 finisher. The pin roll here is 7, but Kelly is able to kick out once again, and the match continues. But Kelly and Trish are in all kinds of trouble here. Here's a dead drop. by HOLIDEAD onto Kelly. Kelly rolls out of the ring. And we go once again to the shenanigans chart. And this time it is going to be the foreign object coming into play once again. And once again it is HOLIDEAD who wins the battle for the foreign object and nails KLEIN with that slapjack. And things have gone from bad to worse for this makeshift team of KLEIN and HOLIDEAD as HOLIDEAD delivers another leg drop on the ring apron, followed by a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Kelly, and she just runs right into a big kick from HOLIDEAD. We're going to see another double team here, and it is a running forearm smash delivered by Thunder Rosa off the ropes. And that is going to be, and now we're going to see Thunder Rosa go to the top rope. She delivers a Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Goes for the cover. The pin roll is 7. Count of 1, 2. Can Trish make the pin save? She cannot. And finally, after a dominant performance, the Twisted Sisters have won with as Thunder Rosa gets the pin, with a top rope Hurricane Rana onto KLEIN. Now, will we see any post-match shenanigans here? We will go to the feud table and see what happens on a roll of 9. You have just won the match by pin or submission. The opponent is down. Roll 2 dice to see what happens. You, being Thunder Rosa, are attacked from behind by an ally of the opponent. All of a sudden, an ally of yours rushes to the ring, and a wild brawl involving all the wrestlers erupts. It takes the entire security force to break it up. When the smoke clears, the commissioner books a tag team super match for the next card. So the ally of Rosa and HOLIDEAD has been Savannah Evans, who's new to the Fed. And it will be Saraya Knight coming into the defense of KLEIN. So Savannah and Saraya have gotten into it now. And we're going to see more shenanigans out of this feud moving forward. All right, what a big match to start things off as the team of HOLIDEAD and Thunder Rosa with a nearly flawless victory over KLEIN and TRISH ADORA. All right, the bloodshed has not ended yet. We've got another feud match coming up, and this will be a Texas death match from Patriot Championship Wrestling. The following contest is a Texas death match, and that means that the first wrestler that gets to 10 points of fatigue is the loser and unable to continue. There are no disqualifications, no pinfall, no submission, just the baddest man will win. Introducing first, out of Hamtramck, Michigan, 6'7", weighing 280 pounds, this is Killer KOWALSKI. And his opponent comes to you from Krakow, Poland. 5'9", 242 pounds. I'm not sure I believe that. Given the musculature of this man, this is the Polish power, Ivan PUTSKI. And these two have been at each other since day one in Patriot Championship Wrestling. Ever since PUTSKI arrived on the scene, it has been PUTSKI versus Kowalski. And tonight they're going at it Texas Deathmatch rules. No pinfall, no disqualification. And we have got a special chart here that will be used for action outside the ring. So we'll start from 0, and the first man to get back to 0 will be unable to respond to the referee and will be counted down for the victory. And the opening initiative roll goes to Ivan PUTSKI. PUTSKI comes out with a power lockup. Both these men -3 on the power scale. So it will be PUTSKI who is able to take control of that first lockup. Kowalski does have the advantage in the agility. And now it is PUTSKI with a shove into the turnbuckle. This is a choice F maneuver, which means that PUTSKI needs a roll of 7 or lower to complete this. But on a roll of 8, KOWALSKI powers out, and it is KOWALSKI with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Ivan PUTSKI. And on a roll of 7, it is a big kick from KOWALSKI that puts PUTSKI on the defensive, and KOWALSKI immediately follows that up with a bombs away knee drop. And he nails that one, and that is going to cost PUTSKI the first point of fatigue. And PUTSKI slow to get to his feet as KOWALSKI's on him with another jumping knee drop. And now PUTSKI is leaving the ring. Out of the ring we go. Texas Deathmatch chart in effect on a roll of 8. It is KOWALSKI who comes out of the ring and throws PUTSKI into the steel rails at ringside. Ouch. KOWALSKI maintains control. KOWALSKI now going for a big knee lift. He's going to need a death jump move to complete that. And on a roll of 10, he nails it. Let's see, death jump B10. That is the agility, and that does favor KOWALSKI. So KOWALSKI nails the big knee lift, and he's going to go for it again. And oh, this time it is reversed by PUTSKI, and PUTSKI just nails KOWALSKI right between the eyes with a knee smash, and that is going to cost KOWALSKI a point of fatigue. Frank Wainscott is here in the chat room. Thank you for asking about the foot. I'll give you a full report at the end of this match, as PUTSKI now is in control. And it is PUTSKI attempting an elbow to the head. That is going to require an agility roll of 8 or lower, and on a roll of 7, he nailed it. And KOWALSKI is staggered. PUTSKI coming back in with another shove into the turnbuckle on a roll of 7 or lower. And again, KOWALSKI powers out of that one and turns the table on PUTSKI, shoves him into the corner and starts stomping a mud hole in him. But KOWALSKI fires back and grabs PUTSKI fires back and grabs KOWALSKI in a cranking side headlock, and that is going to send KOWALSKI out to the arena floor for respite. And on the outside the ring chart, it is PUTSKI who hits a deadly move on the floor to the poor hapless opponent, and that is going to be an add 1 for KOWALSKI, as KOWALSKI was staggering around out there. PUTSKI reared back with a Polish hammer and just nailed KOWALSKI right in the chest. KOWALSKI staggered back. PUTSKI now in control, and the Polish pile driver. Down hard goes KOWALSKI for yet another point of fatigue. KOWALSKI in trouble here as PUTSKI is putting the power show on. Here is another Polish pile driver, and that makes it a count of 4 fatigue tokens on KOWALSKI. The fans are firmly behind Ivan PUTSKI here as he pours it on. And now an elbow lock suplex is applied, and KOWALSKI is holding that elbow. He may have suffered an elbow injury there, but that is going to cost him another point of fatigue. And now we go back to the Texas Deathmatch chart with PUTSKI all up in control here. PUTSKI tries to deliver another Polish pile driver, but this time KOWALSKI fires back with a low blow, and it is KOWALSKI who takes over on the offense. KOWALSKI with a low blow that would make Dylan Brooks proud. Back into the ring, and KOWALSKI is going to take things out of the ring once again. And this time it is KOWALSKI coming in, and PUTSKI takes his revenge with a low blow of his own. Oh my goodness, both these men are pulling no punches here, as PUTSKI is back under control, and he is getting things back into the ring with a big suplex, dumping KOWALSKI on the back of his head. And now the Polish hammer. The Polish hammer nails KOWALSKI. He hit both the finisher roll and the pin roll, so that is going to be a 2-point move as the Polish hammer nails Killer KOWALSKI. PUTSKI in control here. And PUTSKI now takes things out of the ring once again And now both men brawl into the crowd near the fans. It is total mayhem in Toronto. And now we're going out of the arena. Killer Kowalski has opened up a can of haul ass. He is trying to get away. PUTSKI in pursuit. They go through the back door of the Maple Leaf Gardens and into the parking lot. Roll one die to see what happens. And on a roll of even, it is PUTSKI who smashes the head of Killer Kowalski into a car. Kowalski is busted open now. And PUTSKI follows that up with a Irish whip, but Kowalski reverses the Irish whip and sends PUTSKI slamming into the side of the car. Kowalski now in control. Kowalski attempts a big knee left, and he nails it. PUTSKI headed back to the ring. Kowalski in pursuit. Back into the ring we go. And a bombs away knee drop delivered by Kowalski. He finally hit another one that is going to give another point of fatigue to PUTSKI, but Kowalski's got a lot of catching up to do. As another bombs away knee drop nails PUTSKI once again. Kowalski now taking control. Kowalski's going to take things back to the hardcore chart. And on a roll of 10, Kowalski goes out and grabs a metal pipe, but PUTSKI punches Kowalski and takes it away. And it is PUTSKI now who smashes Kowalski with that metal pipe on the arena floor. And Kowalski is going to follow that up with an elbow smash to the head. And he nails Kowalski in the head. Kowalski busted open. Here comes another big elbow smash to the head. PUTSKI working on that bloodied forehead of Kowalski, trying to get him to stay down. Kowalski keeps coming back, and now here is an atomic drop onto Kowalski, right onto the top rope. And Kowalski is in bad shape on the top rope. PUTSKI comes in for the kill. He hits the Polish pile driver, and that ends it. As Ivan PUTSKI has destroyed Killer Kowalski, finishing him off with the Polish pile driver, and Kowalski goes down and stays down, and that is the end of the grudge match. And there will be a need for a checkup for Killer Kowalski by the Heartland trainers after losing that match. There will be an injury roll that will take place, but we'll get back to that later. Your winner in this Texas death match, Ivan PUTSKI. All right, so that concludes our grudge match portions of the show. Congratulations to the winners. The heels got one and the baby faces got one. So the crowd here in Toronto has mixed feelings as we head to tonight's championship matches. And we say hello to Clinton Parks, who is in the arena. Salvador America, Joseph Hinkle. Yeah, the seats are filling up here in Toronto. So Frank Wainscott, the update on the broken foot is it's still broken. I have been in the cast now for 2 weeks. And in one more week, a week from this coming Monday, I go back for my first x-ray to see if the foot is healing, and if satisfactory healing is taking place, I may get out of the cast and into a walking boot, but I'm still going to be non-weight bearing for a few more weeks. I'm getting along okay, though. My employers have treated me well. They have provided me with a handicap parking pass. Not only that, but a motor scooter, so I can tootle around the office on the scooter, and have not missed any work as a result, and I am very blessed by that. Because I sit at a desk all day. People that have real jobs, like the snowplow drivers and the construction workers around our office complex, and the maintenance folks, if they went down with a broken foot, they would be off work and would have a tough time affording that. So I am blessed to be in a position where I'm still able to do my work and my company's taking good care of me. So thank you for asking. All right. The next contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and this is for the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, collectively known as the Allure, the team of Mandy Leone and Angelina Love. Mandy and Angelina coming out for their tag team championship match against your reigning and defending Heartland Ladies Tag Team Champions. We have seen this team have great success here on the channel. This is the team of MALIA, HOSAKA, and Jazz coming to the ring. And MALIA, HOSAKA, and Jazz have come off a long-standing rivalry with the team of the Kimber Bombs. Those two teams battled it out here on the channel on several occasions before MALIA and Jazz finally took the belts. And this is their first title defense against somebody other than the Kimber Bombs in a number of months. So we'll see how things go here for Angelina and Mandy Leone, the team known as the Allure. Angelina, this is a hometown match from her. She is from Toronto. But she is definitely not the fan favorite across the Heartland. So here we go. And it will be MALIA, HOSAKA starting things off against Mandy Leone. And the opening initiative roll is tied, and that means we go to our shenanigans chart. Opening match shenanigans brought to you by Play.com, Face to the Mat Wrestling. We go to the tag team page, and it is Mandy who rolls on the chart since it's a higher number. And on a roll of 12 is the wrestler Agile. The agility advantage is tied, so we'll say yes, she is agile. So she leaps from the top rope onto the prone opponent and gets 2 points, or in this case starts on level 2 offense. So a little misdirection here to start things off as Angelina was in the ring, and Mandy from behind comes off the top rope with the double axe handle onto MALIA, and immediately the challengers have the advantage. And it is a Koji clutch applied by Mandy, trying to get the early advantage here. MALIA is going to try for the tag. She cannot get there. And Mandy is going to follow that up with a Havana Dreams, a big kick into the turnbuckle. And MALIA is staggered. MALIA hurting, Mandy in control. Mandy follows that up with a rolling neck snap. MALIA again trying to make the tag, and again is unable to get there. Tag to Angelina. We're going to see a double team here. Oh, and on a roll of 2, it is a deadly face-first double suplex and a pin attempt. The pin roll here is 3 or lower, and on a roll of 6, MALIA is able to kick out. But the damage has been done, and the challengers have taken this match by storm. Angelina Love now follows that up with a Koji clutch of her own. And Angelina, the veteran, knows how to apply that hold in such a way that it does additional damage. That's an add 1 move. Again, MALIA trying to make the tag, and finally she does get there. And into the match for the first time comes Jazz. MALIA not off to a good start for the champions here tonight. Let's see if Jazz can do better. Jazz comes in and attempts a rolling fireman's carry. That's an agility move. Angelina gets out of the way of that. And Angelina comes back with a code breaker, just driving her knees into the chest of Jazz. And Jazz now is leaving the ring. Out of the ring we go. And on a roll of 6, it is Jazz who grabs Angelina and slams her headfirst onto the ring announcer's table. And now Jazz is going to have to roll a disqualification roll. This is a standard match, so disqualifications are in effect. There's one failure, and on a roll of 5 or lower, this is going to be a disqualification. But no, the referee is going to let things go, and the match will continue with Jazz in control. Jazz follows that up with a Fisherman's Buster. Didn't get all of that one, Angelina getting to her feet, Jazz still in control. And now a big leg drop. And Angelina rolls out of the way of that one. And it is Angelina who takes the offensive and takes Jazz down with a Mexican arm drag. Down to the mat both ladies go. They both are quick to their feet. And they both are getting up and coming together in the center of the ring. And it is another arm drag by Angelina that takes Jazz back down. Angelina now with a hair pull takedown. Jazz not falling for that. Jazz comes right back and tries for the big splash, whipping Angelina into the corner. She runs into the corner. This is a choice E maneuver. So it is going to take a roll of 7 or lower to connect on that. And on a roll of 9, Angelina gets out of the way. Jazz slams into the turnbuckle. Angelina in control. She's going to try a spinning wheel kick. She needs a roll of 9 or lower to connect on that. And on a roll of 6, she got all of that one. Jazz missing at the turnbuckle. Angelina hit her with a spinning back kick. And Jazz is stunned. Boy, the challenger's looking good in this match. And now here is a sidewalk slam. A side body slam dumping Jazz down to the canvas. Angelina tags in Mandy. We're going to see a double team here, and it is a running forearm smash delivered by Mandy Leon into Jazz. And Mandy now is in control. Mandy follows that up with a whip to the turnbuckle. Jazz puts her foot down and stops that. And instead, Mandy just goes up with a poke to the eyes. Jazz not happy about that. Jazz fires back. Tries to take her down with a fireman's carry. Again, Mandy is the more agile of the wrestlers in the ring, so Mandy is able to dodge that and whip Jazz into the corner and nail her with a double knee strike. Both women are down. They come to their feet. Jazz takes the initiative, tries that fireman's carry takedown again. Again, Mandy too quick to let that happen. Here's a wheelbarrow and a bulldog down to the canvas hard. Goes Jazz. Nice move by Mandy Leon. Mandy following that up with another knee strike in the corner. Jazz backing off as another corner knee strike comes and nails Jazz again. Tag to Angelina, and here comes another double team attempt, and it is a deadly elbow smash delivered by Angelina as Jazz was being held by Mandy Leon. Angelina follows that up over the shoulders, big Samoan drop. Nice leverage there by Angelina, picking up a gal 20 pounds heavier and just dumping her down to the canvas. Angelina follows that up with the lights out. That big running kick to the head, and Jazz is stunned. Angelina still on the offensive. Neck breaker, swings her around, drops her down to the canvas, and now Jazz getting to her feet. They come together in the center of the ring, and it is a running clothesline from Angelina that stuns Jazz. Angelina still in control. Angelina now with a whip to the turnbuckle. And this time, coming off the turnbuckle, it is a big kick by Angelina that stuns Jazz again. Tag to Mandy. Another double team coming up here. Oh, and another good one. This is a big double team DDT on the floor, or excuse me, on the mat that is going to extract a point of fatigue from Jazz and put Mandy in control as the double teaming tactics of the Allure here have ruled the day. And now Mandy is going up top for a death jump. And on a roll of 6, it is a flying clothesline off the top rope delivered by Mandy Leon that takes Jazz back down to the canvas. Mandy with the astral projection now. That is her finishing move. It's a +1 finisher. The pin roll here is 4 or lower. And on a roll of 8, Jazz is able to kick out and the match will continue. But the challengers have been in control from the word go. And the champions have really not connected in this match with their chemistry in any way, shape, or form. As Mandy comes back with the Havana Dreams, a sleeper hold. And Jazz is going to be submitted here on a roll of 4 or lower. On a roll of 6, Jazz is able to power her way out of the sleeper hold. But the match will continue. And now, with 3 points of fatigue given, we're going to see a outside interference attempt. As MALIA is going to come and do some interference, and on a roll of 6, it is a big kick to the back of the head delivered by MALIA. This does have the potential for a disqualification, but there will be no disqualification, and that gives Jazz the opening that she needs to take over and take control on Mandy Leon. Jazz now follows that up with a double underhook suplex, and that pitches Mandy out of the ring. Out to the arena floor we go. And on a roll of 5, that's the double disqualification roll, as Mandy and Jazz are getting into it on the arena floor. Will Jazz be disqualified? No. Will Mandy be disqualified? No. Now we go odd even to see who wins the brawl. Mandy gets the even roll. And on a roll of 1, it is Jazz who wins the roll on the arena floor. Wins the brawl on the arena floor. And Jazz now with the bitch clamp. That big smash face first onto the canvas in the center of the ring. That's a +2 finisher. The pin roll here is 5 or lower. She gets the pin. Can Angelina make the save? No, she cannot. And just like that, Jazz with the bitch clamp has pinned Mandy Leon. And the champions have held on to the belt despite losing that match from the get-go. As Jazz has pinned Mandy Leon after the bitch clamp. Your winners and still Heartland Ladies Tag Team Champions, the team of Jazz and MALIA HOSAKA, and I am very surprised at the outcome of that match, given that the ALLURE dominated that contest pretty much from the start and had it all going their own way until Jazz came through in the clutch, won the brawl on the arena floor, and came back and hit her finisher on Mandy Leon for the victory, and a successful title defense for the team of MALIA HOSAKA and Jazz. All right, so our first championship match is in the books here tonight. Congratulations to the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Champions for a successful title defense. Now we are rearranging the cards here. Ladies over here, men over here. And now we are ready for another match. This could be a main event on a pay-per-view, but it is still, we're still not even halfway through the card yet here in Toronto. And we are going to see a showdown for the Patriot Heavyweight Championship. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit, and it is for the Patriot Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. He stands at 6'1" tall. He weighs 234 pounds from Princeton, Minnesota. This is Bob Backlund, one of my all-time favorites. And oh, by the way, hello to Carl Zilla. Thank you for coming in. And after this match, Carl, I have another announcement to make that I would like you to stick around for if you are able. So Bob Backlund in the ring now, receiving the cheers of the fans here in Toronto as we prepare for the arrival of his opponent, the reigning and defending Patriot Heavyweight Champion. He stands at 6'4". He weighs in at 275 pounds. He is accompanied by the Grand Wizard of Wrestling from Paradise Valley, Arizona. This is the superstar Billy Graham. So Billy Graham defends the Patriot Heavyweight Championship against Bob Backlund here in our next contest here in Toronto. And we have to go to the championship dice for this one. Don't know why, but these are my designated championship dice, and it is Backlund who takes the opening initiative roll and goes to the pumping side headlock. But it's going to take a lot more than that to subdue a man with the size and strength of Billy Graham, and it is Graham who fires back with a headlock of his own and a thrust to the throat. Dirty pull there by Graham off the opening lockup. They come back together again, and now it is Backlund attempting a hammerlock. That's a power hold, and that's not going to work on a man with the arms the size of superstar Billy Graham. and it is Graham who just smashes Backlund in the back with a knee that sends Backlund back to the corner. So Graham gets the best of that first exchange. No damage is done. Graham having a word with the Grand Wizard of Wrestling as they come back together in the center of the ring. And now it is a running shoulder tackle delivered by the Superstar, and that takes Backlund down to the canvas. Superstar comes back now with a attempt at a back body drop. That is a power move on a roll of 6 or lower. He is not able to get that done. Backlund avoids the back body drop and comes back with a whip to the ropes. Now Backlund does have a whip to the ropes mechanic. On a roll of 10 to 12, he can go for a pin off of the rolling back bridge. He doesn't hit that here. And instead we go to the standard ropes chart. And on a roll of 12, that's a good roll for Backlund. As coming off the ropes, Billy Graham is caught by a underhook suplex that takes Graham down to the canvas and puts Backlund in control. Backlund takes control here, and he's going to go for the crossface chicken wing as he's got Graham down. The pin roll here is a 4 or lower. He'll be submitted on a 4 or lower. And on a roll of 5, he is able to power his way out. But Graham has taken the first point of fatigue of the match due to some very clever counter wrestling by Bob Backlund, one of the great ring technicians in history. And now here is a big pile driver delivered by Backlund, and Graham is going out of the ring to the arena floor. And on the arena floor, it is Backlund who is not going to get sucked into that. He's going to remain in the ring and force Billy Graham to make that helpless crawl back into the ring ahead of the 10 count. Graham again stopping to confer with the Grand Wizard of Wrestling on the arena floor. As Carl Zilla is turning over a new leaf, not going to be a jerk and root for the heel tonight, but he has taken Backlund's side. And as they come back together again, it is another big underhook suplex by Backlund. The pin roll here is Snake Eyes, and he got him, just like that. Now we do have the Grand Wizard has a distractor roll of 6 or lower, and on a roll of 5, before Superstar is pinned, the Grand Wizard was able to provide the distraction, and the pin does not happen. Actually, Backlund had him down for the pin after that suplex, and the referee unable to respond as he was tied up with the Grand Wizard at ringside. Backlund not very happy about that. Now he goes back to the crossface chicken wing, and on the crossface chicken wing, we're going to see the interference now of the Grand Wizard. We go to the manager interference chart, and on a roll of 6, it is the Wizard jumping up onto the ring apron and distracting the referee to break the count. Roll disqualification 3. There will be no disqualification here, but the Wizard has used up all of his interference, and now it is going to be mano a mano as the Grand Wizard has been ejected from ringside. Hello, Neil. As Neil Lau is in the ring, Backlund is in control. Graham trying to take the match to the outside. Backlund not going to let that happen. Backlund tries again for the hammerlock on the weakened arms of Graham, but Graham is able to maneuver his way out of that, power his way out of that, and just smash his knee into the back of Backlund. Graham in some trouble here, but Backlund is getting to their feet. Both men come to their feet, and a quick forearm smash by Billy Graham catches Backlund unaware. And Graham follows that up, and he's got Backlund trapped now in the full Nelson. Full Nelson applied by Superstar Billy Graham. Backlund will not submit, but he goes to the ropes to force the hold to be broken, and now Backlund's going to leave the ring and take a breather. He can do that a little more safely without the presence of the Grand Wizard at ringside. And it is going to be Graham waiting for Backlund to return to the ring this time. Graham flexing those shoulders and trying to get his stuff back in order. after nearly being submitted in the crossface chicken wing. Only the quick thinking of the Grand Wizard saved the title so far. But now as they come back together again, it is Graham coming down with a top rope knee drop. And that is going to cost Backlund a point of fatigue. Graham follows that up with a superstar bear hug. This is a big submission hold. The submission now is 3 or lower. And on a roll of 5, Backlund is able to survive. But the onslaught from Graham continues. And now another top rope knee drop delivered by Graham. On to Backlund. Both men getting to their feet. Backlund still the slower of the two men as Graham takes control and just kicks and stomps and beats Backlund down into the corner. Backlund stays down. Graham in control. And now another big knee drop off the top rope stuns Backlund. The match continues. Graham trying to wear down Backlund and overcome that early onslaught that Backlund was able to execute. Here's a big knee smash into the back of Bob Backlund. Graham follows that up. He's going to attempt a back body drop here on a roll of 6 or lower. And on a roll of 4, he got him down. And Backlund is slow to get to his feet. They come together in the center of the ring, and now Graham has him in a chokehold. Superstar Billy Graham applying a chokehold. The referee checking. It looks like a headlock, but Graham's got the forearm across the throat. And oh, Backlund with a reversal. Backlund ducks under and goes behind, and now he has got Graham in a abdominal stretch. Very nice reversal by Backlund, getting out of that headlock chokehold into an abdominal stretch, and now it is Graham leaving the ring. Out to the arena floor we go once again. And now we go to the shenanigans chart. Billy Graham not afraid to use any shenanigans that are necessary. And on a roll of 5, we are going to go to the foreign object chart. Remember, this is a disqualification situation. Let's see, 3, 5. Backlund wins the battle over the foreign object. And he just nails superstar Billy Graham with that foreign object on the arena floor. And now it's Backlund who may be facing disqualification. He will not. Graham was slugged by his own foreign object. Backlund is now in control. And now a one-armed gotch lift as action returns to the ring. Graham powers his way out of that. And Graham with a thrust to the throat. Backlund takes that thrust to the throat. And Backlund now ducks under and goes up for a vertical suplex. High, high, high in the air and down to the canvas hard. Backlund goes for the cover. The pin roll is 5. And on a roll of snake eyes, he got him. And there ain't nothing the Grand Wizard can do about that. Because with a delayed vertical suplex, Bob Backlund has pinned superstar Billy Graham to win the Patriot Heavyweight Championship right here in Toronto in the Maple Leaf Gardens. History has been made. We have a new Patriot Heavyweight Champion. And superstar Billy Graham goes away disappointed. All right. We've got 4 matches down and 4 to go, so we're at the midway point of tonight's card, and we're about an hour in, so things are going about at the expected pace. And since Neil has just joined us, and for those of you who are here, if you missed any of the beginning action, the show opened with a tag team ladies grudge match as the team of KLEIN and TRISH ADORA faced off against the Twisted Sisters. And it was Thunder Rosa by way of a top rope Hurricane Rana for the pinfall. And so the Twisted Sisters won that match. And after the match, there was a dust-up involving Soraya Knight on behalf of KLEIN. Savannah Evans got involved on behalf of the Twisted Sisters. and they didn't solve anything. Then we saw a Texas death match with Ivan PUTSKI, finally putting away Killer Kowalski with the Polish pile driver. Kowalski now currently in the back, getting medical attention from the Heartland training staff, and we are waiting for an update on his condition. Then we saw the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship defended successfully by the champions MALIA, HOSAKA, and Jazz, with a victory over the team of the Allure, Angelina Love and Mandy Leon. Actually, the challengers dominated that match until Jazz came out of nowhere and put her finisher, the bitch clamp, onto Mandy Leon to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat and give a successful title defense to the team of MALIA, HOSAKA, and Jazz. And we have just seen Bob Backlund overcome superstar Billy Graham for the very first time to win the Patriot Heavyweight Championship. All right, since Carl Zilla still appears to be in the chat, I have a new idea for some swag that I am going to produce for hopefully Galacticon in July. And what I'm thinking about for this year, last year we produced the Out of the Ring Again chart, the so-called Ringside Shenanigans chart. This year I'm thinking about doing some fast action cards for situations in wrestling matches. And I'm thinking about 2 sets of fast action cards. One would be a foreign object deck. As we say hello to JT 2.0. So many times we have instructions from the chart or instructions from a wrestler's card that a foreign object comes into play. Why not have a fast action deck where you can pull a card and say, okay, the foreign object is a baseball bat. The foreign object is a sledgehammer that came out from under the ring. The foreign object is whatever the thing is that's on the fast action card. I've got a whole list I made of probably 24 different foreign objects that could come into play. And so maybe if we made a fast action foreign object deck, you could pull a card instead of having to pull something out of your imagination to show you the fast action foreign object deck. The other fast action deck I'm thinking of is stuff that happens on the arena floor. So many times we hear that the brawl on the arena floor happened and somebody won, but we have to come up with a reason why. So why not come up with 12 or 20 different scenarios of things that happen on the arena floor? The whip to the stairs, the whip to the ring apron, the head to the turnbuckle post, the head to the announcer's table. And again, just have a whole fast action deck when you need an event taking place on the arena floor. You pull a card and that's what happened. Carl Zilla is very good with graphic design and the chart design. So last year I made the chart and I sent the chart info over to Carl Zilla, and he made the actual, put the ink on the paper and made it look so nice. Please include a knitting needle. My wife might actually play the game then. Okay, knitting needle it is. My wife also knits, so that could be a scenario where, the wrestler goes into the stands and he finds the wife of one of the fans has a knitting needle, and the knitting needle gets stolen from the fan at ringside and used as the foreign object in the match. So already creativity in action here in the Dave Cave. So JT 2.0, there will be a knitting needle in the foreign object deck. So Carl Zilla, I will put some things together, and I'm thinking maybe in the form of a PDF that we can print off and then have have it divided up into like 12 cards on a page, and so you can cut the cards and make a little deck of 12 or so foreign objects and 12 or so arena floor things. As JT can confirm, they are dangerous objects when threatened with one and I will second that. Not only are they dangerous when you're threatened with them, they're dangerous when your wife leaves them in your recliner and you plop down onto your recliner only to find one of your wife's missing knitting needles. So yeah, we are on to something here. So yeah, Carlzilla, I'll get with you and we'll exchange some ideas back and forth and see what we can do. The goal will be to have these finished by July and give them out at Galacticon, and of course we will make those available to folks in the chat as well. As always, these will be free of charge. I do not attempt to collect any money for any of this. So when the cards are available, just let me know, and you shall be provided with sets free of charge. All right, we are ready for the back half of tonight's card. As action continues here in Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. And it is for the Patriot Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers. From parts unknown, weighing in at a total combined weight of 585 pounds. This is Axe and Smash Demolition. And their opponents are your reigning and defending Patriot Tag Team Champions. Coming to you from Sydney, Australia, at a total combined weight of 468 pounds. The team of Roy Heffernan and Al Costello, the Fabulous Kangaroos. All right, Demolition in their first ever title opportunity against a well-accomplished team of champions of Heffernan and Costello, the Fabulous Kangaroos. It will be Costello starting things off against Demolition Axe for the challengers. And the opening initiative roll is won by the challengers. Demolition Axe coming out with a series of overhead punches, and he does have the power advantage over Costello. But Costello stands his ground, and Costello fires back with a takedown, attempted takedown into a head scissors, but he can't get him down. And it is Axe who overpowers Costello, and Axe with a double thrust to the throat that stuns Costello. Axe coming back now with a double sledge to the back. That's a nasty move. He's going to go for a quick cover. But on a roll of 6, Costello easily gets out of that. Demolition Axe on the warpath here in the early going. And Axe follows that up with a whipping Costello out of the ring. And out we go to the arena floor. And it is both men mixing it up on the arena floor. Something or other happens, and it is Demolition Axe who wins the battle on the arena floor. And it is Axe who is in control as we go back into the ring. Tag made to Smash. Demolition's going to try a double team here. Oh, but on a roll of 10, it is a deadly elbow smash delivered by Smash. Didn't get all of it. Smash with the smash, but Smash still in control. And Smash now just hot shots Costello onto the top rope. Costello scrambling to his feet, the more agile of the men, as Smash moves in slowly and just grabs Costello by the back of the head, tries to get his head to the turnbuckle. Costello blocks that. Costello comes back, ducks behind Smash, and takes him down and rolls him over into a surfboard. Nice reversal by Costello. He's now got the arms of Demolition Smash back behind his back painfully. Smash not able to get over and make a tag. Costello will tag in his partner Heffernan, who will take over in control as he hits the ring. And now a catapult smash, a double team move delivered by the Kangaroos, and that is going to cost Smash a point of fatigue. Smash tries to get over and tag his partner. He is unable to do so. Heffernan remains in control, and now it is Heffernan who will come back with a jumping head cracker, a big headbutt. Demolition Smash takes the headbutt, but Demolition Smash comes back and grabs Heffernan by the back of the neck and slams his head into the turnbuckle. Both men suffering from head bonks here early in this match. Smash now tags out to Demolition Axe, who comes into the ring. Axe now with a chop to the back of the neck. Heffernan takes that chop and fires back with a kangaroo kick that takes Axe through the ropes and out of the ring down to the arena floor. Axe on the arena floor grabs Heffernan, pulls him out of the ring, and throws Heffernan face first over the announcer's table. Will he be disqualified for that? No, he will not. Action will continue with Axe in control. Axe now with a big clothesline, as just takes Heffernan right out of his boots and throws Heffernan back into the ring, where action will continue. Axe still in control. And Axe now is just going to choke him down with his boot in the corner. And finally, Heffernan gets out of that predicament and is able to get over and tag in his partner, Costello. Costello comes in and goes for the takedown, gets him over and down to the canvas. Nice athletic move there by Costello. Costello follows up with a hammerlock. Axe gets to his feet as Costello remains in control. Goes for that takedown again. This time Axe powers his way out of the takedown attempt. And it is Axe with a big punch to the side of the head. Costello not liking how that feels. Costello not able to make the tag as Axe continues on offense. Axe with a whip to the ropes. And coming off the ropes, it is a big back body drops by Axe that sends Costello back down to the ring. Axe follows that up and just whips Costello into the corner. And the men of Demolition go crazy, beating down Costello in the corner. The Demolition beatdown is an add one maneuver. And Costello goes out of the ring. Smash tags in. And action is going to spill back out to the arena floor, where Smash comes out and whips Costello into the steel security railing. Smash now in control. Smash with a big lariat. Back in the ring, he goes for the cover. The pin roll is 5. On a roll of 6, Costello just gets out. And now it is time for Heffernan to come to the assistance of his partner. He'll do that on the next pin opportunity. And now another Demolition beatdown being administered. And Heffernan's going to try and put an end to that with the interference chart. And on a roll of 7, it is a 4-way brawl now that erupts. There will be no disqualification here. We go to the odd-even roll. And on a roll of 5, it is Demolition who wins the brawl in the ring. And Smash now back in control against Costello. And Smash has got him in a chokehold. Chokehold applied by Demolition Smash. Smash follows that up with a hot shot onto the top rope. And now he's going to go for the cover. The pin roll is 7. On a roll of 4, he's going to get him. Can Heffernan make the save? On a roll of 11, he is going to make the save. As we go to the pin saves chart, your tag partner runs in and so does the opponents. A wild brawl erupts with all the wrestlers. Roll double disqualification 4. That's not going to happen. Again, we go odd even. And on a roll of 5, it is Demolition who wins the brawl. Smash still in control on Costello. Costello in big trouble here as they go for the Demolition decapitation. This is the big double team move. It's a +3 finisher. The pin roll now is 11 or lower, and on a roll of 9, he got him. And Demolition in dominant fashion has won the Patriot Tag Team Championship. So congratulations to yet another new set of champions in the Patriot Wrestling Federation. Axe and Smash Demolition have won the Patriot Tag Team Championship over the fabulous Kangaroos in another really one-sided match, as Demolition just took the fight to the champions here tonight and won that match going away. New champions crowned here once again in Toronto. Okay, I need a very short break, and then we'll come back with the Heartland Ladies Heavyweight Championship match. Short breaks are not as short when you're on crutches. But we will be back momentarily with action from Toronto. All right, fans, we are back and we are ready for your next contest. Which is for the Heartland Ladies Championship. Two of the greats in the sport squaring off here in tonight's title match. The following contest is scheduled for the best 2 out of 3 falls with no time limit. And it is for the Heartland Ladies Championship. Introducing first the challenger, 5'7", 144 pounds, out of New Orleans, Louisiana. This is Sherri Martel. And her opponent is your reigning and defending Heartland Ladies Champion. She is an 11-time holder of this title. From San Francisco, California, 5'8", 140 pounds. This is cheerleader Melissa. Cheerleader Melissa, one of the greats of the sport and the most decorated athlete in the history of Heartland Championship Wrestling. She is something else. And of course, Sherri Martel, a legend of the sport in her own right, needs no introduction. And this will be the best 2 out of 3 falls. As the opening initiative role is controlled by Melissa. Melissa with the agility advantage, Sherri with the power. And as they come together, it is Melissa going behind for the waistlock. Melissa with a waistlock applied. And Sherri gets out of that, and Melissa just nails her with a clothesline. Both women go down. They come back together, and it is Sherri now with a back rake. Not pulling any punches here. And Sherri with another back rake. Melissa not happy about that. These two know each other very well, having battled it out so many times, and now Melissa goes back to the waistlock. I think Sherri's just trying to get into Melissa's head there a little bit with some of her dirty tactics. But now another big clothesline from Melissa. And Sherri is going to follow that up with an attempted drop kick. Let's see, she would need a roll of 6 or lower to do that, so she fakes the drop kick, grabs the arm of Melissa, whips her to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes cheerleader Melissa. And now Melissa grabs the arm and reverses the whip into the turnbuckle. But oh, Sherri comes off the turnbuckle with a skull-splitting running lariat that takes Melissa down to the canvas hard. Melissa is hurt and Sherri is in control. Sherri now with a is going to take Melissa out of the ring, and out to the arena floor we go for the first time. Neither of these ladies the least bit reluctant to mix it up out there. And it is Melissa who takes control, grabbing the leg of Sherri, catching her by surprise, and running her knees first into the steel security steps. And Melissa now has got Sherri up as they go back into the ring. Air raid crash. That is a +1 finisher. She goes for the cover on Snake Eyes, and Sherri kicks out. But Melissa now, after that brawl on the arena floor, has taken control here. And Melissa with a big knee to the back. Sherri slowly getting to her feet as they come together again. And now Melissa is going to go for a leg at grapevine on a roll of 6 or lower. She's not able to do that as Sherri had that scouted. And it is Sherri in retaliation who gets to her feet and sends Melissa into the ropes. Whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Melissa. And on a roll of 11. That is a flying double forearm smash delivered by Sherri as Melissa came off the ropes, and Melissa is down. Sherri now going to the top rope for the splash. That's a +3 finisher. The pin roll is 5, but on a roll of 11, Melissa kicks out and the match will continue. So big splash by Sherri has taken the starch out of Melissa. Sherri in control, and Sherri now with a scoop and a slam, and it is Melissa who is leaving the ring. Out of the ring we go again, and this time it is Sherri. On a roll of 11, who comes out and uses the foreign object roll. Will Sherri be disqualified here? No, she will not. And Sherri has taken control, and we go back into the ring with Sherri in control. And Sherri now is going to choke Melissa on the top rope. Referee puts on the 5 count. And Sherri just grabs Melissa by the back of the hair and throws her down to the canvas. She's going to go for the cover. The pin rolls a 3, but Melissa kicks out of that one. So back and forth we go. Sherri with the dirty tactics. Melissa countering with good wrestling moves. Sherri now in control and goes for another big scoop slam. And Melissa is down. Again with the chokehold, and again Melissa goes out of the ring. And we are not going to see any shenanigans yet. But on a roll of 8, it is Melissa who is going to have to crawl back into the ring ahead of the 10 count, where Sherri is waiting. And Sherri is going up to the top rope again. Top rope splash, that's a +3. The pin roll is 7. And on a roll of Snake Eyes, the first fall goes to Sherri. Sherri with a top rope splash has won the first fall. And now the title hangs in the balance as we take a break here before heading to the second fall. And for that 30-second break, each lady will subtract a point of fatigue. Melissa still carrying 1 point, actually 2 points, because we didn't give her the extra one after the splash. So they come back together for the second fall. And it is Melissa who takes the initiative roll this time. And it is Melissa with a snapmare trying to take Sherri down. Sherri blocks that and gives Melissa a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Melissa, but on a roll of 3. Sherri sets her head too early. Melissa grabs her with an elbow to the back of the head and a pile driver, and down goes Sherri. Melissa in control now, and out of the ring we go once again. And on a roll of 11, we are going to the shenanigans chart. Shenanigans happening here in Toronto. As we go to Ringside Mayhem. And the Ringside Mayhem takes us to outside interference. Who is going to get involved in this match? It is going to be somebody coming to attack Sherri from out of the ring. I did not have this planned. So let's think about this. Who would be most likely from the Heartland ladies roster to perpetrate an attack of this nature? Decisions. I was not expecting this, because these two are really most content to just going on their own without benefit of any interference. So let's see who is coming up on the contenders chart here. Oh my goodness, goodness gracious! It's a masked wrestler coming in from the outside. We don't know who it is yet, but she is coming to attack Sherri. Let's see what happens on the outside interference roll. And on the roll of 7, Sherri is attacked and a brawl results. There will be no disqualification. And it is Sherri who prevails on the brawl. And the match will continue with Sherri in control. Will we figure out who the attacker was? As we go to the Heartland Ladies Wrestling roster. Possibilities, possibilities. Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. All right. The identity of the attacker is not known, but it did not have an impact on the match. So I know the identity, but nobody else does. And we'll just leave it at that for now and come back to that storyline later because there's a really good match going on here. And Sherri now is going to go up for a death jump. So sorry for the delay. And on the death jump roll, oh goodness, what happened here? Melissa got up and threw Sherri to the canvas as Sherri went up to the top rope. Melissa now in control and goes for the condo clutch, and that's going to cost Sherri a point of fatigue. And back comes Melissa, now the air raid crash delivered. And that is a +1 finisher. The pin roll here will be 3. And on a roll of 6, Sherri is able to kick out, but Melissa is in control. She's got her high impact offense going. When she gets on level 3 offense, it's a rough go to get her off of that. And now it is a choice G roll. So we can either hit death jump A, or on choice G, the power rating. And actually death jump A is more favorable because Melissa does have the agility advantage. And on a roll of 9, it is Melissa coming off the top rope and nailing Sherri with a flying forearm. Sherri is down and Melissa is in control. And Melissa now is going to go up a second time. And again, she nails the flying forearm off the top rope. Sherri's stunned by this aerial attack by Melissa. Now Melissa goes for the kudo driver. That's a +2 finisher. The pin roll is a 5. And on a roll of 4, she got her. How about that? So with the kudo driver, Melissa wins the second fall, and we go to a third fall. So out of nowhere, Melissa hit 3 finishers in a row there. Kudo driver, air raid crash, and another kudo driver. And it is now 1 fall apiece heading into the third and decisive fall. And meanwhile, the attacker from outside has been hauled back to the backstage area, and she will be dealt with later. So keep an eye on the Heartland message boards to figure out the identity of the attacker who interfered in this match. But now as we start things off, coming together for the third and final fall, it is Sherri who takes the opening initiative role. And Sherri goes with another back rake. Hard feelings here, as accusations are flying back and forth about who that was and who engineered that outside interference. Sherri now tries for the eye gouge, but Melissa fires right back with a snapmare takeover, an attempted snapmare takeover. Can't get her over. And Sherri with another eye gouge attempt. Melissa not having it. Melissa goes behind and gets the waistlock. Waistlock again, keeping her at bay. And now she whips Sherri into the corner and fires off a series of midsection punches, punishing the lower abdomen of Sherri. Sherri spins that around and nails Melissa with a running knee lift that just stuns Melissa. Sherri's going to go for a quick cover, but on a roll of 7, Melissa kicks out. And Sherri follows that up. She's going for the top rope splash yet again. The pin roll here is 7. And on a roll of 7, she got her. A new champion crowned here, as Sherri with another top rope smash has captured the title once again, winning both the first and third falls by way of the top rope splash. Not my favorite mechanic, because it's got a 100% chance of success, and I don't think somebody coming off the top rope should always automatically be successful, but they gave that to Sherri, they gave that to Jimmy Snuka, and as a result, there's no way to get out of that, and that's a +3 finisher, so we can go from right out of nowhere to a dominant finisher. So yeah, not my, I wish there was more to that mechanic, but we play the cards the way that the Olsen brothers create them, and we have a new Heartland Ladies Champion, Sherri Martel. I believe this is her 5th title reign, and after a 2 out of 3 falls showdown, Melissa goes back to the bottom of the stack and will have to work her way back into contention at a future date, while Sherri has this outside attacker to deal with, whose identity will be revealed on the Heartland message boards at some point in the future. So it looks like Neil Lau checked out. Mark Ferguson's still here. Miho Burns is still here. Still got about 5 folks in the chat room. I trust everything is coming smoothly. I'm getting a buffering warning on the YouTube stream, but my OBS stream is still reading green, so I'm going to keep going as we go to our World Championship matches for the night. 2 more matches to go, and they are both World Championship matches. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, representing the Atlantic Wrestling Federation, where they are the reigning champions. Introducing first from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, 6'2", 287 pounds. This is Cactus Jack. And his tag team partner from Boston, Massachusetts, 5'11", 252 pounds. This is Kevin Sullivan. So Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack are coming out to challenge for the World Tag Team Championships. But their opponents are the reigning and defending and longtime World Tag Team Champions at a total combined weight of 491 pounds. The Road Dogg Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. And they are accompanied to the ring, as you know, by this lady, the very dangerous Fallen Angel. And of course, the history between the Fallen Angel and Kevin Sullivan is a secret to no one. But now we have got a little surprise that Kevin Sullivan comes up with out of his sleeve, as Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack are now bringing to ringside their own valet, and this is Christina Von Eerie. Christina Von Eerie, the reject, joining Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack to neutralize the presence of the fallen angel. The last time we saw Christina Von Eerie, she was fired from Heartland Ladies Wrestling by the new Heartland Ladies Wrestling owner, Alex Rodriguez, who was not satisfied with her performance, and he fired Christina Von Eerie, and she has been wandering around ever since, and she has now found her place with Sullivan and Cactus Jack as their corner woman. Dwayne Martz is here. Welcome. You're just in time for the World Championship matches. So it will be the Road Dogg and Cactus Jack starting things off in this title match. And both sides now represented by unscrupulously evil female valets at ringside. And it is the Road Dogg who takes the opening advantage. And Road Dogg is going to attempt a standing drop kick. That is a choice C maneuver. And he will need a roll of 8 or lower to connect on that. And on a roll of 7, he got him square in the mush. And Cactus Jack immediately rolls out of the ring. And out to the arena floor we go. And it is Cactus Jack who grabs the Road Dogg by the leg, pulls him out of the ring, and just slams him back first into the ring apron. And as we all know, the ring apron is the hardest part of the ring. So Cactus Jack, with those dirty tactics already in control, and he goes to the methodical corner beat down. That is a choice G maneuver. He'll have the option of a death jump or a power roll of 8 or lower. And he will go for the power roll. And on a roll of 5, indeed, they accomplish their methodical corner beatdown. And Road Dogg is going to try and get out of the ring. Not a good move on behalf of the Road Dogg. But on a roll of 4, that's a good roll for the Road Dogg. As now a wild brawl erupts on the arena floor, and both wrestlers roll disqualification. Billy Gunn will not be disqualified, Road Dogg will not be disqualified. Cactus Jack will not be disqualified. We go odd even for the winner of the brawl. Cactus Jack will get the odd roll, and on a roll of 2, it is the Road Dogg who gets the who wins the brawl. Perhaps the fallen angel got a gouge to the eyes or something in that situation. And as they come back in, it is Road Dogg with a DDT that just drops Cactus Jack head first onto the mat. And with that, we will tag in the badass Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn comes in, and immediately Billy Gunn is going to go with the whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Cactus Jack, and on a roll of 10, it is a big kick from Billy Gunn that stuns Cactus Jack. Billy Gunn follows that up with a jackhammer, and now Cactus Jack is going out of the ring yet again. And on a roll of 10, it is the foreign object roll, the steel chair roll. Will the champions be disqualified for the use of the steel chair? There's one roll. They will not be disqualified, as Cactus Jack gets smoked with a steel chair by Billy Gunn, much to the delight of the fallen angel. And as they go back into the ring, it is going to be Billy Gunn with another whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Cactus Jack, but this time it is a running shoulder dive attempted by Billy Gunn, and it is Billy Gunn who misses everything and tumbles out of the ring in his own right. Now it is Billy Gunn out of the ring, and he may be counted out. On a roll of 3, we will have a count out here. And he is counted out, just like that. Billy Gunn missed the charge at the turnbuckle, and he gets counted out. So that will go as a victory for Sullivan and Cactus Jack. But the title will not change hands. So Cactus Jack wins by countout over Billy Gunn, after Billy Gunn missed that charge to the turnbuckle and got counted out outside the ring. And we will see more between these two teams, as there will be a rematch. You win the match, but you do not escape from the challenge after a countout. And we'll see if there are any shenanigans after the countout. Sullivan and Cactus Jack a little unhappy. They think that the champions are running away from a fight. Let's see if the dice decide otherwise. And on a roll of 6, brawling outside the ring may result in an injury. And it will be a possible injury to Billy Gunn after he missed the dive to the outside and got roughed up on the arena floor afterwards. So now we've got 2 guys in the trainer's room, Billy Gunn and Killer Kowalski. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for your main event of the evening. After all of those shenanigans, the New Age Outlaws retain, although they lose the match by countout, and there will be a rematch, and we'll also have to get a health update on Billy Gunn after that nasty fall out of the ring and the beatdown he suffered at the hands of Cactus Jack that led to the countout. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This match is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. Introducing first the challenger, 5'10", 185 pounds, out of Aberdeen, Washington. This is the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And his opponent is your reigning and defending NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He is accompanied to the ring by Scott Hall. He comes from Omaha, Nebraska, 6'3", 245 pounds. This is the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. So DiBiase set to defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Bryan Danielson under the watchful eye of Big Scott Hall at ringside. And it is Danielson who takes the opening initiative role. And Danielson with an elbow smash. Danielson follows that up with a series of roundhouse kicks, just wailing away at DiBiase, already on the mat and already in trouble, as Danielson has taken control, and now he's got DiBiase in a surfboard. He's stretching him right there in the center of the ring, and can't nobody do anything about it. Now Danielson goes up top and delivers a missile drop kick that stuns DiBiase. Danielson out to a quick start here, and Danielson follows that up with a big dragon suplex. He's going to go for the cover. The pin roll is Snake Eyes, and on a roll of 3, DiBiase just got out. Oh my goodness. Danielson is on a flurry here to begin things. And now Danielson goes for the small package. DiBiase quickly escapes that. Tries to get out of the ring, and Danielson just dives off of the top turnbuckle and nails DiBiase with a flying forearm smash. And now DiBiase goes out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Action on the arena floor, and on a roll of 7, they mix it up, and it is to the advantage of neither man, as they are forced to come back into the ring ahead of the 10 count. Danielson still in control. And Danielson now is going to go for a chokehold. The legendary 5 count choke. That is a choice F maneuver. He'll need a roll of 7 or lower to complete that. And on a roll of 5, he gets the count from the referee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally breaking the chokehold and informing the referee and everyone in attendance I have until 5. Danielson now in control. As they come back together again. And it is now Danielson who is going for the small package again. And on a roll of 7, it is DiBiase who kicks out. And now it is out of the ring we go once again to the arena floor. DiBiase being watched closely by Scott Hall. And it is DiBiase who grabs Danielson and smashes him face first into the announcer's table. Will he be disqualified? No, but for the first time, DiBiase has control in this match, and he goes to the Cobra Clutch. Danielson was shaken up. DiBiase got back into the ring, caught his man coming in, Cobra Clutch applied. The submission roll is 3 or lower, and on a roll of 12, Danielson powers his way out of the the Cobra Clutch. DiBiase still in control, a big power slam. Danielson rolls out to the arena floor. And on a roll of 12, it is Danielson who is going to face a count out here on Snake Eyes. And again, he barely makes it back into the ring ahead of the 10 count. As maybe Scott Hall got hold of him on the arena floor, unbeknownst to the referee. As DiBiase had the referee tangled up, Danielson got into it with Hall at ringside and nearly got himself counted out. DiBiase back in control, and now he is going to go for a second rope X handle. That is a choice E maneuver. So he will need a roll of 11 or lower to complete that. And on a roll of 10, he hit it. And Danielson is down. DiBiase in control after that second rope axe handle. And now out of the ring we go once again. We will see no shenanigans here as they mix it up on the arena floor. And on a roll of 6, it is DiBiase who wins the brawl on the arena floor. And action returns to the ring. DiBiase throws Danielson back into the ring. And it is DiBiase now going for the Tombstone Pile Driver. On a roll of 10 or lower, he hit it. And Danielson is hurt. DiBiase is in control. DiBiase now with a big vertical suplex. He goes for a cover. The pin roll is 3. And on a roll of 7, Danielson kicks out. Danielson giving DiBiase all he can handle here, but DiBiase has taken control. And DiBiase now is going to take things out to the arena floor once again. And this time it is Danielson who wins the brawl on the arena floor. Will he be disqualified? No, he will not. Back to the ring, and he is going to go for the crossface chicken wing. This is a +2 finishing move. The pin roll here, or the submission roll here, is 6 or lower. And on a roll of 11, DiBiase is able to escape. That is 3 tokens of fatigue. So Big Scott Hall now is going to get involved. What's Big Scott Hall going to do? The roll is 7, and it is Big Scott Hall attacking Bryan Danielson, and a brawl results. There will not be a disqualification. So now we go to the odd even roll, and on a roll of 5, it is Big Scott Hall who wins the brawl and floors Danielson, and that allows DiBiase to go up for another death jump. And DiBiase nails him, coming off the top rope with a backward elbow. Danielson is down. DiBiase with a backbreaker. The pin roll here is 4 as he goes for the cover, and on a roll of 6, Danielson escapes once again. DiBiase in control. DiBiase with another power slam. DiBiase goes for the cover. The pin roll is 5. And on a roll of 12, Danielson kicks out with authority. DiBiase still in control. He's going for that axe handle off the second rope. And on a roll of 10, he nails it. Only he didn't get all of it. Danielson caught the glancing blow, and as they come back together again, it is Danielson with an elbow smash. Danielson and DiBiase now in the center of the ring. Danielson goes for the single leg. He's got him up in an airplane spin. And DiBiase ducks out of the back of that one, and as they come together again, another elbow smash from Danielson. They're duking it out now in the center of the ring. Danielson with a European uppercut. DiBiase is staggered. Danielson goes up for a missile dropkick. Caught a glancing blow. Danielson follows that up with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Ted DiBiase. And on a roll of 6, it is DiBiase who lifts a knee to the head of Danielson. And Danielson is stunned. DiBiase follows that up with a gut wrench suplex, up, over, and down to the canvas. DiBiase is certainly a master manipulator and a devious mind, but he is also a very, very good technical wrestler as he is in control here. Now a vertical suplex takes Danielson down to the canvas. Both these men are worn out. DiBiase still in control, whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Danielson. And on a roll of 10, it is a big kick from DiBiase that stuns Danielson. DiBiase follows that up with another big vertical suplex. And Danielson goes down. DiBiase waits for his man to come in. And DiBiase goes for the headlock takedown. He is unable to get him over. And Danielson comes back with a European uppercut that staggers DiBiase. Danielson tries for the rolling elbow. DiBiase blocks that. And away goes the dice. And that is way too far away for me to go get on one leg. So now it is, we'll try that again. And now Danielson with the European uppercut staggers DiBiase. Danielson follows that up with a dive off of the second turnbuckle and a flying forearm smash that staggers DiBiase again. Surfboard stretch applied by Danielson. DiBiase getting to his feet. They come together again, and it is Danielson who nails DiBiase with a kick. Another kick. Another kick. Roundhouse kicks being delivered lefts and rights by Danielson. DiBiase takes the power and heads out of the ring. But on a roll of 6, it is not going to be any shenanigans happening. And instead, it is Danielson who comes out and nails DiBiase with another kick on the arena floor and shoves DiBiase back into the ring. Danielson sensing an opportunity here for victory. DiBiase pulls Danielson back out of the ring. And now there's a foreign object in play. It is the cord for the ring microphone. They're battling over it. Danielson gets hold of it. Danielson is choking DiBiase. Will he be disqualified? No. But the referee makes him stop and they get back into the ring. And Danielson now is going back to the crossface chicken wing. The submission roll here is 7. And one last time, Big Scott Hall is going to see if he can have something to say about that. But on a roll of 9, the distraction takes place. The hold is broken, but now Scott Hall has been thrown out of the ring area. And it is going to be Danielson and DiBiase one-on-one. Danielson goes to the chokehold. DiBiase breaks the chokehold. DiBiase fires back with attempted at a punch. Danielson blocks the punch. And Danielson with another set of those vicious roundhouse kicks takes DiBiase to his knees. Danielson follows that up with another flying forearm smash coming off the middle turnbuckle. And now he goes back to the chokehold, choking him down. Referee calls for the break, and as they come back together, it is DiBiase who catches Danielson coming in, picks him up over and down to the canvas hard with a vertical suplex. Nicely done by DiBiase. DiBiase with a falling fist drop, stuns Danielson. DiBiase going for that backward elbow off the ropes. And on a roll of 4, he misses. That's a death jump roll. And so death jump B4 is throw him to the floor roll. So it is Danielson now in control as DiBiase missed the backward elbow. And now it is a small package. The pin roll is 6. And on a roll of 8, DiBiase kicks out. Both men now at 5 fatigue tokens. This match has been outstanding. What's Danielson going to do now? Tiger suplex. DiBiase is down. Danielson in control. He's going up for a death jump. And on a roll of 11, he nails DiBiase with a perfectly executed cross body block. He goes for the cover. The pin roll is 7. And on a roll of 8, DiBiase just kicked out. DiBiase is in big trouble here. Can Danielson finish him off? He goes back to the 5 count choke instead. And again, DiBiase is able to break out of the chokehold. And DiBiase comes back with a gut wrench suplex that takes Danielson down. DiBiase showing all kinds of resilience, and Danielson just hasn't quite had the killer instinct to finish the deal here. A fist drop by DiBiase. Danielson gets out of the way. Danielson comes back with a discus elbow smash. DiBiase is staggered. Danielson with a dragon suplex. He goes for the cover. And on a roll of 7, he got him. Bryan Danielson has won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in an epic battle. Danielson with a tiger suplex for the win. And a new world champion has been crowned here at Heartland Havoc 113 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Gosh, we had a lot of titles change hands here tonight. A new World Heavyweight Champion, a new Heartland Ladies Champion, new Pacific Tag Team Champions, a new Patriot Heavyweight Champion. Lots of title changes happening here tonight in Toronto as we wrap things up for tonight and congratulate the new Heavyweight Champion of the World, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. All right, fans, thank you for coming out tonight for all of the action. Mark Ferguson, Neil Lau, Miho Burns, Dwayne Martz, JT 2.0 with knitting needles in hand. Carl Zilla, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the finish when you catch it on the flip side. Frank Wainscott made an appearance here tonight. Salvador America. Joseph Hinkle, Kamala 2111, and after further review with Steve Tower. A privilege to have all of you here on the channel tonight for the pay-per-view broadcast of Heartland Havoc 113, Screaming for Vengeance from Toronto. This is Epic Dave signing off. Thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. That is a match of the year candidate indeed. And Bryan Danielson has got to be the early favorite for Wrestler of the Year after winning the Buckeye Bowl and winning the NWA World Heavyweight Championship here in Toronto with that stellar victory over Ted DiBiase with the Tiger Suplex. Thank you again to everybody for coming out tonight. From the Dave Cave, this is Dave Little signing off. That's our stream, and I am out of here.